It is All-Star Weekend in Toronto.
2016, right?
2016.
That's why I said
One of
2016
the
was the
most
best year.
exciting dunk contest of all time is taking place in front of us.
What?
It's Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon going dunk for dunk. And as I'm watching Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon go dunk for dunk, my good friend CGF texts me. He said, hey, yo, Beats party tonight. If you trying to get in, I got you, but you got to come right now.
And was I not with you?
I'm in the midst of watching the greatest dunk contest in dunk contests. I didn't know it at the time, but I'm sitting there just like, this is the greatest dunk contest I've ever seen in my life. Aaron Gordon goes underneath the fucking mascot, does the fucking
remember. Tell the
shit
story.
or whatever.
Kaz, I told you
As
about,
soon as the last dunk happens.
I told you about the party before that. Before you got to the dunk contest, because I came to the Toronto Center and I left.
Lo, you're fucking it up.
Whoa.
You're fucking it up.
I came there before the dunk contest happened. I was like, yo,
I
gotta go host trap karaoke.
Right.
I was like, yo, after you're done, call me.
Meet at the House of Things.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Now I'm like, all right. Gotta
Where
head
are we
over
now,
there.
Kaz?
It's usually, we've been to parties, and
Where we
usually
at?
it's like meet at a van. The van will take you to the location. My boy CGF was running the party at the security
Hold on,
door.
what kind of parties you go to?
Usually they'll give you an address, and the
Meet at the
address
van
isn't
and the van
necessarily
takes you to
the address
undisclosed
isn't necessarily
location.
like the place that it's at. It's like, here's the pickup spot. There's gonna be vans and shuttles. You meet here, and the vans.
Kaz, no. I've never been to one of those parties.
Okay, well, lying. Good luck. Yes, you have. Shut up.
lying.
Shut up. Yes, you have.
I lived through it on an Atlanta episode, but I've never been to one.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Yes, you have.
Yo,
So-
I wish.
CGF gives me the direct address. It's like, yo, just come here. I'm like, bet. Gets me in. Walked right into the place. Big sign on the house that says.
Side note, also, this is where Drake's house is at now because he knocked down two of those properties.
Yes. So if you ever see that mansion,
Yes, the
that
one he
is
did the
in
video
Tootsie
in.
side, yeah, that's where it was.
Where the
It was in
party
that
was,
area.
right? So we get to the House of Things.
Damn, this sounds like an
Atlanta.
Atlanta episode.
So Lo at the time is hosting a trap karaoke room. Every room had a different theme.
That's awesome.
There was like a goat in the room
there.
where you could take a picture with a goat and an owl.
I love gold.
There was
burlesque room?
a burlesque room. There's a foam room. There's a bunch. Every room had a different theme.
It had a big ass pillow fight room.
Big pillow fight room.
Ooh.
There was a club upstairs where the big party was.
Damn, all right, guys. See?
And there
You
was
see, again.
the trap karaoke room that Lo was hosting. Lo comes up to me. It's like, yo, come do this with me. I'm like, great.
Bet.
Hands me a microphone.
Say less.
And we're just hanging out or whatever, right? The room is empty.
The room is it's like
empty.
but so big.
Everybody, it's maybe as big as from this table to this table.
Yeah.
It's mad narrow. It's mad narrow
as fuck, right?
Like the New York apartment.
Everybody's exploring. The dunk contest is over. People are making their way over here. Everybody's exploring the rooms. The first person to walk into the trap karaoke room, LeBron and Savannah James, walk right the fuck in. As like, oh, we're doing karaoke.
Oh shit!
It's like, oh, we're doing karaoke. Hey. Gets the microphone.
Give it a mic. Come here.
Hands are on the mic. First song he plays.
March Madness.
March
Has to be.
My future.
Dun-dun.
I think he did.
Buzz it up, make it real for me.
I think he did Bone Thugs as well.
Did Bone
Bum, bum,
Thugs.
bum, bum.
And
Was it
after
Carlos?
every song, it's just all-star after all-star. Kevin Durant comes in. The Currys come in.
The Currys.
Fucking Harden walks in.
Oh,
Everybody.
it's lit.
Kevin Hart walks in. Fab walks in. Amber Rose walks in. Every
Odell walks in.
Odell Beckham. This is the same fucking story. That's how I go. I'm like, why are you telling this story so terribly, bro? I'm like, this is what the best. I literally was like, yo, this is the best part I've ever been to in my life. Why are you just like, oh yeah, LeBron came, whatever.
Because you fucking made a movie production, a whole fucking production out of fucking The Rock.
Don't hate me because
Nobody can go after
I'm
that.
orally gifted.
Pause.
Whoa.
Pause.
Whoa.
So what he?
No
all right,
one
so he's
cares.
leaving out a couple points.
I'm an orator.
He's leaving out a
This
couple
man.
points. One, we couldn't have our phones in there, so
Right, so
they took our
phones-
phones at the door.
They didn't take my phone.
Well, no, they didn't take my phone either. I just didn't pull it out.
Yeah.
Pause. Raven was in there, so she got the picture of me and LeBron and you and LeBron. She got that picture. Funny story is, Drake was upstairs and
Like,
saw
where's
all-
everybody?
He's like, where's everybody
Drake
at?
comes out.
He saw all the commotion, but he saw, I think it was Mark or someone told me there was like, yo, there was too many people in the room because he had like a shit ton of people with him. So he was trying to like, he just like peeked
Who?
inside Drake.
Drake couldn't even get into the room. It was so
He
bad.
couldn't get into the room. Like, 'cause at that point, like LeBron was in the front. You know, KD was in there.
Like
Kevin Hart's dancing.
Both all-star starting lineups were in that
John
room.
Wall was in there. Fucking Odell is in there dancing. Fab is in there. Kevin Hart just like cracking jokes in the middle of performances and shit.
Yeah.
Amber Rose is in there. Like, it's
Everybody
just,
was on their
just on their shit.
Like
Yeah.
I was in that room, like looking at low. I'm like, yo, is this really fucking like it's the most famous motherfuckers on earth.
partying.
Us two and like three of our friends,
Partying.
and like his ex DJing.
Where the fuck was I?
And we're just like,
Bro,
is this
we're
really
just like,
happening?
what?
Where
Like,
was I?
And then she hits me the next morning. She's like, yo, you killed it last night. I'm like,
Shut up.
thank
leave
you.
me
I
alone.
was like, thank you.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Now, shut up, bitch. Nah,
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Leave me alone.
Don't do that.
I'm kidding.
Come on,
I'm
don't
speaking
do
as
that.
low, not like
No,
me. I would never.
Also, he's not kidding.
No, so then, so the room closes down.
Shut up, bitch.
The room closes down. Aisha Curry and Steph Curry come down.
Yes.
And
Man, where was I?
I had to
Toronto,
tell him, I'm like,
Canada.
yo, room's closed.
Yeah, the turn the curtains.
I had to turn the curtains away. I'm like, yeah, we got to go back upstairs.
Bro.
So at that moment, that's when Drake is putting on
Shout
the
out to
fucking concert.
TJ, man. TJ from Twitter. He always like he was the one other guy that I knew in there. Like it was
who's that?
TJ from Twitter. Runs Twitter. He runs Twitter Sports. Great.
Oh, okay.
Great dude. Loves the podcast, by the way. Great dude.
Hi, TJ.
And we always talk about that night. Like every year around All Star Weekend comes out, we'll be at a party in All Star Weekend. It's like
It's not the same.
it's not House of Tings, man. Like,
So they
think-
come downstairs. I'm like, yo, y'all can't come in because like we have to close the room down. The concert's going on upstairs. Like there's literally a Drake fucking concert going up,
Yes.
like right upstairs, right?
Yeah.
So here go my goofy ass. Give me a bottle of Grey Goose, and I'm walking through that house like I'm the shit.
Like you
Like
own
Lenny
the
S is
shit.
there, Kevin Hart there. Like, yo, that shit was mad fun. You killed
like
it.
a stout came down. I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
stout
yo,
came
let's
down,
kill
fuck
that
with us.
shit. I'm like, yeah.
Bro, so yeah, I walk out the house with a bottle of Grey Goose. My flight was at 9 o'clock. I didn't get up till 5 p.m. And the guys from
Wait. Run that sentence back.
Wait, 9 a.m.
my flight was at 9 a.m. We didn't leave the house until like 4 or 5. I
That
get back
sounds
to the
like a Miami
hotel.
night.
Get back to the hotel. Pass the fuck out.
Oh, Jesus.
Then wake up till 5
Nothing.
p.m. And I hit these niggas at Game 7. They were like, man, don't even worry about it. We'll
got
book
you
you another
next
flight
flight.
right now. I'm like,
Nothing
easy.
will top that party,
ever.
bro.
Best party I've ever been
Why
to.
was I not there?
Ever. Should have been in Toronto.
Should have been in Toronto. Yeah.
2016.
It was 2016. It was a
I-
popping year.
2016
And yo, I was
my best
begging,
year.
I was begging Cam
I
to come.
love
I'm like, yo,
2016.
I have a hotel suite. You can just stay with me. He was like, yo, bro, I'm in the middle of moving. I can't really go.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I'm out there by my
We run
fucking
every,
should've told
self.
me.
every time we post throwback pictures from that night, everyone's
Niggas
like,
sick.
sick.
Because we were trying to find. I'm like, yo, who wants to come? Like, y'all
Me.
can just get a flight. Y'all can
I
just
was
stay
there
with
for
me.
work.
You was already there.
I was there for
Yeah,
work.
You was already
Yeah.
there.
I would have went with you.
Well, no, I'm not.
Well,
See,
well,
if
not
you were
like
a good-
that.
if you were a good
That's
wing
weird.
woman.
God damn it. I would have got you more bitches than you got yourself, though.
This is true.
No, because
This is true.
I went.
All the best wingmen are
No,
women.
I took myself. Like,
Do you
here's
know
another
one?
story. Here's another story.
Pick your battles.
I took myself out to dinner before the event. Right? Shut up. Thank
good.
you.
Yeah,
So I
you
took
gotta get
myself
your
out to
mind right.
dinner.
Go
and
ahead,
this girl
King.
comes up to
Do
me.
your thing, King.
This girl comes up to me and
Go
was
ahead,
like, yo,
King.
where you from?
Know yourself, King.
I'm like, yo,
I remember this girl. Okay. Tell the story.
so I'm at dinner and she comes up to me. She's
By
like,
yourself.
Oh, by
Okay.
myself. She's like, oh, where you from? I'm like, oh, I'm just down here for work. You know, from New York. I'm about to go to this party. She's like, oh, can I join you? I'm like, all right, like cool.
Okay.
So we sat down, we ate.
Who this, Lo? It's like I literally just met her.
I literally was like, bro, so we're eating dinner. And she's like, yo, what do you do? This, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, you know, I work for, Beats One, this, that, and the third. She's like, oh, so where are we going to go tonight? I'm like, oh, you can come to this house party if you want. She was like, all right, fine. So, like, we're going towards the party. Like, they have a truck for me and everything. And she was like, where are we going? Because I didn't tell her who it was for. I was like, oh, we was going to this all-star after party.
Flex.
Bro, I was like, nah, just come
The
over.
biggest of
Time
all
out. Can we
flex.
pause the story?
Go ahead,
The
go ahead.
biggest
Can we
of
pause
all
the story?
flex, bro.
When you're single and you can have an opportunity to pull one of
flex?
these moves.
No, but that is the ultimate move, bro.
Boy,
Like, you
listen.
could have taken her anywhere and it was still a bit of flex,
Bro,
but that.
Listen, sometimes
Uh,
when you're single, Once again.
Paraphrase.
We just
You
need to
gotta
come up
give-
with the print.
the
with the
timestamps.
print.
2016.
Right.
When you can present an opportunity
I'm
to
sure
really
Joe's
see
knows
what
that.
a woman's about. Like, yo, I'm hosting this thing.
Oh, she left them? Did she leave
Are
them? Did she
you
leave
down
No.
or not? Are you down or not?
She was like, "What are you doing tonight?" I'm like, "I'm hosting this party, out in Mississauga, wherever we was going." She was like, "I was like, you want to roll?" She was like, "Yeah, fine, fuck it, whatever." But I didn't tell her. I was like, "Yo, it's this thing." So, bro, we get in the truck, get to the venue, walk into the house, and at this time, house is completely empty. Like people are still setting up.
Yeah.
But it's DJing, and I walk in with Shorty,
Yes.
and I'm like,
And you knew she was DJing
I
tonight?
had no idea.
Damn.
What did you
I
do?
had no idea.
That's
So-
when you want to shrink and run out the room.
So like, we're downstairs. Shut up. We're downstairs and she's just like, "Oh, like what's trap karaoke? Like what where are we? Like what are we doing?" So I'm like, "Yo, this is like
we're partying,
this
bitch.
is like Drake and LeBron's after party." And she just like drops her jaw. She's like, "What do you mean?" Like I'm like, "Yeah, I'm hosting this room called Trap Karaoke and they'll be here later."
with the humble flex.
You
With
can't
the hum-
big it up
With the
enough.
humble flex.
The best part of the humble flex is that is literally the only delivery you can have when you're breaking that news. Okay, like you can't if you guys, yo, I'm hosting LeBron James.
Yeah.
I'm just hosting LeBron and Drake's after thing, whatever. Like
You want to roll through? Like, yeah, you can come
there is
through.
no, you could have told the girl you had 3 toes that night. You could have
Bro, and
told Shorty anything after that, and she was rolling, bro.
And she sat, and
Three toes?
she sat like right in the corner. I'm like, yo, like whatever you do, don't move. Just stay here and just keep it cool. So I'm watching her while I'm hosting, and she sat here like
she
the
bad?
entire bad as
Yeah,
fuck.
she was bad. I remember.
Okay.
Sat here sat there.
Y'all heard that?
Nah,
No, because as soon as you talked about this
That's
dinner,
bad as
because I remember when I walked in, it was empty and it was just it was low and some random shit. I'm like, who that? No, I literally just met her at dinner. I'm like, okay.
sat her right there. She just like had the best time. Walked, left the crib or left the party with
She
the
probably
Grey Goose
still
bottle,
tells the
like,
story.
You should. I still tell it.
Clearly, we still
I
tell
hope
this.
she tells that story. I'm like,
Nigga,
it ain't never getting that good again.
almost
Lady,
8 years later.
lady, if you're watching this right now,
It's never
possibly,
gonna get that good.
It ain't never gonna be more
That was the
popping than
best
that
of the
night.
best.
I challenge you.
Oh my
you
god.
to have a more random.
Yeah, that was my most
Dinner
random night ever. Like
date.
I've never had a night like that. I mean, well, yeah, we did when we did the on the run shit. That was
That's true.
almost like
Damn.
that.
Definitely had like a
All right,
million.
Rosie, what about your story?
Fuck my story. Man, fuck my bullshit.
She got some crazy shit she can't even say.
Of course
on
she
air.
does.
You know she got some
she
shit.
gotta, like, hide it,
Rosie got NDA stories. I
Yeah,
can
she-
know.
NBA.
NDA. NDA.
I was like,
No.
And
a little bit of both.
I'm not gonna do it, but she got some NBA joints. She got some NBA joints.
What's up, y'all? This is Kaz.
Low key.
Rosie.
Thank you for checking out the Say Less podcast.
Don't forget to check out every new episode on Monday on YouTube.
And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Mother.